Boom.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Zoe Sophia.
And I'm Robert Yu.
And welcome back to our video number 2. Today we are doing a full explanation on photo composition, all sorts of terms and things so you can become a photography expert.
Yeah, and also think of it as like a crossover episode. We're crossing over.
We're crossing over.
Oh my God!
Our first term of today is focal length. For focal length, think of it as the camera's zoom lens. A short focal length, like 18 millimeters, is great for a wide landscape, while a long focal lens, like 200 millimeters, zooms in on distant objects.
So the next term is ISO. Think of it as the exposure for your camera. So it depends on how sensitive your camera may be. So you have to make sure your light and everything is cool, right?
Exactly.
Right. So how we look nice right now.
So our number 3 term is aperture. This is all about the pupil of your camera lens. A low f-stop number means a big opening, which lets in a lot of light and blurs the background. So think like a portrait mode, cinematic mode. You know how when you take the picture, like your mom takes a picture, because I know your mom always takes a picture in portrait mode.
It's funny because they be doing it all the time. I'll be like, Mama, that's not a good picture.
It's not a good picture. It's not a good picture, but they love it.
So our next term is bouquet.
So the sister to aperture is bouquet. They go together. Like that.
Where it's the background is blurry, and it's you're trying to focus on one person again.
Right.
So once again, going back to that Monse crossing that y'all all know, she's it's legendary.
Yeah.
You'll see that she's the focal point, and her background, you can't really see too much.
Next one is depth of field. Basically, this determines of how much of your photo is in focus. A shallow depth field blurs the background, while a deep depth of field keeps everything sharp. So I know we keep bringing up portrait mode, but this is basically like a portrait mode.
It really
again.
is. Our next term is white balance.
Why isn't there a black balance?
I'm not trying to say that they have a race. So basically, the white balance is how you would want a color to actually look like the color. So say if you want in your picture. So say if you wanted a white picture, you want to make it seem like it's a white picture.
Right.
So you'll go in and adjust it.
Exactly.
The white balance.
For example, you see how my teeth are white and pearly?
They are white and pearly.
If they were yellow, I would do the white balance so that they still look white and pearly. Just, there's no filter on right now. But if I needed it, you can adjust that using the things like the white balance. We have our aspect ratio, which basically is going to define your photo or your video's shape. Think about the crop, think about the grid, think about the importance of headspace. All of that is included in your aspect ratio. Make sure you turn that grid on your phone so you can always make sure you are in line and have the proper amount of aspect ratio in your photos and videos and all your content.
So our next term is the f-stop. It's basically the math of the aperture. So basically, whenever you open up your camera lens, depending on how wide you want it to go, and it will basically affect the light and the depth of the field.
And that really brings us to our last and our final term, frames per second. So for example, for this video, we've chosen to have 60 frames per second, which is why you can see the clearness, glowiness, beautifulness of our skin, of our movement, the melanin. You want to update your frames per second to be able to capture the clearest and best video that you can. For iPhones or DSLR cameras, you can actually go in and change the frames per second. So that's completely under your control, and that's definitely something that you should be implementing for your photography.
So thank you guys for watching our video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And this is our crossover episode.
Yeah, it was so good to see y'all. Thank you again. We'll see you back for our next video for Dr. P's class.
Yep, and you never know what it's gonna be. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
She get it.